Trauma Chat, Episode 1. Hi, welcome to Trauma Chat. I'm Laura Reagan, a clinical social worker, consultant, and coach, and the host of another podcast called Therapy Chat. I created Trauma Chat for you. It's for you, me, and all of us. It's for anyone who wants to learn about what trauma is and how it affects us and how to heal. Trauma Chat is brought to you by the Trauma Therapist Network, a website and community to connect people with resources to heal from traumatic experiences. Learn more and sign up for our email list at www.traumatherapistnetwork.com. You'll receive a free gift when you sign up. This podcast is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for receiving help from a licensed mental health professional. The material in this podcast may be sensitive for many people. If you are listening and the information feels overwhelming, please pause and take good care of yourself before returning to listening. Thank you. Hi there. Welcome to Trauma Chat, a new podcast hosted by me, Laura Reagan, LCSW-C. I'm an integrative trauma therapist, a group practice owner, a consultant and coach, and the host of another podcast called Therapy Chat. And I made Trauma Chat for you. I've been a trauma therapist for over a decade, and I can't count the number of times a client has contacted me because despite years of therapy with another therapist, sometimes many other therapists, they are living with persistent feelings related to things that happened during their childhoods. I've talked to so many people who are aware that impactful experiences happened during their childhood or their teen and young adult years. They often prefer not to think about those events, but they're bothered by thoughts and feelings and memories coming to mind, even though they don't want them to. My goal with Trauma Chat is to educate listeners about what trauma is and how it affects our lives in brief episodes that explain things in understandable language. I want to help you identify whether you or someone you love is impacted by trauma, to understand that there are many types of trauma and many types of therapy that can be helpful, and I'll offer resources for you to learn more and find the right therapist for yourself if that's what you want. Seeking a therapist, seeking help for trauma should be straightforward if you know what to look for. But I've been there myself when I was looking for a trauma therapist for myself or for someone in my family. It's been very difficult to connect with someone that has the right combination of experience and area of focus that I'm looking for. And as a professional, I know what to look for. And if it's hard for me, then I know how hard it is for people who don't have a background in education as a mental health professional or a trauma professional. And when you're looking for help for trauma, you're already feeling pretty overwhelmed, whether it's for you or if you're helping out someone you care about. It's an overwhelming process. So I want to help clarify the aspects of trauma and its impact in our lives to help you have some of the language to help you know what to look for when you're asking someone, hey, do you know a good trauma therapist? I'm looking for someone who does this and specializes in that. Because even when you say, I need a trauma therapist, that seems like you are asking for something very specific, but it can get much more specific than that. And I think that can be very helpful to find somebody who really knows about the specific thing that you want help with. Trauma Chat is here to help you learn more about yourself and take control of your healing journey. You're not alone, and healing from trauma is possible. I'm glad you're here. If you're ready to start, let's go. If you're curious about the 5 most common mistakes people make when searching for a trauma therapist, go to www.traumachatpod.com and sign up for my email list. You'll receive an email when new episodes drop and be informed of new things coming up. One of them will be launching in August 2021 that I cannot wait to share with you. Every episode will have a transcript and a summary on our website, www.traumachatpod.com. So if you hear anything in each episode that you didn't get a chance to write down, you can go to the website later and there will be a transcript and a summary with links to help you get the information that you may not have been able to retain when you were listening, say if you were driving or something like that. That's it for now. Thank you for listening to Trauma Chat today. I hope that you found some information that was helpful. For more information and resources, go to www.traumachatpod.com. If you've liked what you've heard so far, please go to iTunes and leave a rating and review, and subscribe to the podcast for free. By rating and reviewing and subscribing, you let Apple know that you like this show, and then they'll show it to more people. And I really want more people to find it, because I think that trauma is a major problem in our world. And by learning what it is, we can depathologize the symptoms that trauma brings, and people can get started on their path to healing. So thank you for being on this journey with me. And for more information and resources on trauma and healing from trauma, go to www.traumatherapistnetwork.com. Trauma Therapist Network is a community for therapists and a place for anyone to go to learn more about trauma and find resources and connect with help. www.traumatherapistnetwork.com.